Good morning, team. Happy Sunday. Happy belated St. Patrick's Day, which was a great weekend. I saw a lot of people last night. I was out to dinner in their tuxes and green ties, so they were still celebrating. So I wanted to do a call this morning. I got so inspired by all my stories, Kylie's and Callie's and Kim's and Allison's and who did I miss? Somebody else. And more to come. And they're incredible stories. So we have so many new people that have joined us. Some people have been here 20 years. They know our story. Some people have been here 15 years, 10 years. Many of you have come along. Your anniversaries are right now in this March madness, let's call it, because it was madness. And, you know, Charlie and I have felt the same pain that a lot of you did with your former company. And so we shared that a long time ago, but I'm going to share a little bit about it now and my story. And I'm sure Charlie's going to do his story too. So my story goes way back. Childhood, normal like everybody else. Mom quit school, cleaned houses, worked in a factory. Your parents, grandparents, depending on your age, when they bought a dress, or I'm sorry, a pair of pants. There were dress factories also here. Our valley was loaded with factories, and then everything was shipped to New York. Anything that was high-end, mid-end was shipped from here to New York. There probably was 300-400 factories in this area that made clothes. Sweatshops, not really, but they worked hard. They worked very hard for their money. So my mom did that. My dad finished school. He worked in the factory also. 7 aunts and uncles on my mom's side, they all worked in factories. They were pressers and trimmers and cutters, and they made pants, and some of them made blouses and dresses. So that was my lifestyle. My dad worked 2 jobs just to support us. I had great parents, incredible parents, and a close family. So growing up, you know, I wasn't a person for school. I had a hard time focusing on reading, dyslexic, didn't know that back then. And my focus, and they thought I was just lazy. And so things didn't work out. I ended up leaving school. And I always had that kind of entrepreneurial feeling. But I worked in a factory. And then I decided, this is not a good lifestyle. I need a change. So we opened a little restaurant and pizza shop, learned how to make pizza, and we lost it in a flood in the 70s. I was 22. And traveled around for a little bit, went to Chicago, worked with some family in the restaurant industry for about 5 years. My dad got sick, came back home, and opened up, well, I didn't. I traveled a little bit, traveled around Europe for a while. I had a pocket full of money. I was single. I was 34 years old, and traveled around Europe trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Came home and met my beautiful wife, Kathy. Walking down the steps at the Woodlands. Many of you have been there at a convention. And so she was walking down the steps. She had a silver suit on with pants, high heels coming down the steps. And I said, whoa, I have to get to talk to her. And I had kind of known her through a couple parties. And that was the beginning. That was October of 1984. And so that was a big change in my life. And so we decided we wanted to do something, so we started a business, a formal wear company. We didn't start it, we bought the franchise. And so we had that, and I saw things changing, you know, and the pie was getting smaller. And so less people were getting married, because we worked off newspapers back then, you know, engagements, and then we'd mail out a brochure and do that stuff. And many of you know I was inside that box. When you came in my shop, I could sell you because I believed in my product. But to go out and try and recruit people or customers or whatever you want to call it, pass out information, it was run an ad, and if they came in, they came in. And so many businesses do that, and it's a big mistake. But so we had the business, and then Charlie and I were friends from the gym. We knew each other when we were both single. We knew each other when I got married. He'll tell his story about the accident. But after his accident, he came back to me with an opportunity, and he told me a story about people making, I call it cartoon money. And they were traveling around, traveling the world, meeting exciting people, going to exciting places, and changing people's lives. And I went, well, that sounds too good to be true. So, excuse me. Long story is, I did get involved with him, and we started making money, and the company had bad press, and our checks were going cartoon money. And the company started to shut down in the U.S., basically, and they moved over to Asia. And Charlie and I moved on to another company, and we were working with the guy that used to do the Dos Equis commercials. And we were making really good money there. And we found out that the owner was a scammer on our commission checks and doing some other things. And we're flying back from Las Vegas at a convention. And Charlie looked at me and he goes, I can't be with this guy. And I go, well, Michael was 5 years old. Mia was just born. It was 1996. And I said, what do you want to do? He goes, I can't market for this guy. And I go, well, what do you want to do? We're making a lot of money. And I've always said Charlie has a little bit more integrity than I do because he was found dead and brought back to life, and he saw a different vision than I did. And so we quit that day and told the owner to basically shove the check. And we went through a process. We were sued, and nothing came of all that, and except it cost us a lot of money. And we had to roll up our sleeves again. And I met a candle maker. And he had read a story about Charlie and I building this business out of 2 closets in our homes and being very successful. We had built $1 million business. Not $1 million income, but $1 million business. And I was doing a fundraiser for Michael. I coached all the sports for both kids. And he asked me a couple questions about marketing. He was very excited. He was talking past his breath. And I got excited, but I never burned a candle. So a long story to that is, I said, make me some candles. And I called Charlie up and I said, Charlie, I found a business. Now, he was being recruited by a big company out of Utah, and they wanted to fly us out there and promised us the world. And I said, Charlie, I'm done. I'm done. The first company, through no fault of their own, got bad press, and our checks went way down. The second company we went with, they were scammers. I said, I'm done. He goes, well, we should take a trip. It's free. And I said, I found something. And he said, what? And I said, candles. And I swear he hung up on me. But he told me we were disconnected. So, well, that story will go on. So, he got some candles. He was not a candle burner either. But I saw that candles made people happy, and I got excited about this. And I said, it's about the story, Charlie. We have to develop a story. Why are we doing candles? What is this all about? And so we decided to get on board. We brought the candle maker on as a partner, and eventually we bought him out. He got sicker and got negative about just maybe everything. And that's okay. So we were always positive. So he decided he didn't want to be here. So we took care of that and took the shares. But so we grew this company on the basis of changing people's lives. Most network companies will charge you just about a retail price, and they'll say it's wholesale. And they'll put 35% on top of that. And so you're basically buying overpriced products, but they're good products in a lot of companies. A lot of great companies out there, just paying a little more for the product. Our goal was to do volume. Our goal was to say, okay, what we want to do is we want to give the average person the opportunity to be able to sell to the average person, their next door neighbor, that would buy a product that was quality and still be able to make a really good profit. And the company was based on volume. So other marketers that I know that are in the industry, one I just talked to, he's 86 years old, multi-millionaire in the industry, early on said, how can you and Charlie do that? Your margins are too thin. You can't operate on that. Companies operate on 5 times the money. I'm sorry, my voice is going, and I don't know why. And so I knew we could do it. We just had to batten down our hatches and build on volume. And so that was 20-some years ago. And so we're excited to be here. And our goal has not changed. Our mission has not changed. We look for lots of people that want to buy wholesale looking to make a car payment, a house payment, but the opportunity to make a lot of money is here. Some people are afraid to talk about that, and because they don't believe that they can achieve that, and that's okay. I did when Charlie came to me. I said, how can somebody make $30,000 a month or $20,000 or $40,000? Big numbers were being thrown out at me, but there were people making those. And I go, how are they doing that? How is that possible? And it's about a company taking an advertising budget and saying, look, it's available to anybody. Get as much as you want, but spread the word. You have to spread the word about the product and the opportunity. We believe we're in a place right now where that opportunity is so strong for many reasons. Number one, we believe we got one of the best products on the market as far as a candle. That's affordable for the average person to buy that product and get value for their dollar down to the bottom of the jar. Bottom of the jar. And then chop that out and put it in their simmer pot for another 10 or 15 hours. So we believe we have value for our product. We believe the opportunity is strong that the average person can get in for $100 or $150 with business cards and everything, and their business is ready to go. So why do most people not take advantage of that? I can never figure that out, and I'm not going to try. All we can do is share the opportunity. I liken it to a car. You come to us and you say, I want to go to California. And we give you a car, we fill it with gas, we tell you we'll maintain it, we'll keep filling it with gas, we give you the keys, we fix the tires, we take care of everything here. If you don't go in and start that car and start the trip, it's not going to happen. And people like to point a finger, and I always say when you point one finger, you got three of them coming back at you. So you have to take a look and say, what do I want out of this opportunity? We're not here to tell everybody they need to be rich. It's available. That was my dream. That was Charlie's dream. And when we didn't make it, we were working on it and we were spending more money than we were making early on to get it going. But we believe because we saw other people achieve that. And if other people can achieve it, that means it's open to anybody that has the energy to just go do it. It doesn't cost anymore. It's not like you got to buy a franchise and $35,000. Well, I can never do that. I can't remortgage the house and open up a franchise and hope it works. It's a business where it's about your sweat equity that you're putting in your business. And I call it fun. I just love passing out samples. I mean, and like I said, we're vendors of opportunity. We're really not salespeople unless we're doing a show or a fundraiser, and then we're selling candles. But to share the opportunity and the product knowledge is basically what I say to people. I have two opportunities, and I've said this before. My mindset is that when I share a candle sample with somebody, that I'm doing them the biggest favor of their life. I believe that. Whether they take advantage of it or not, it's all okay. It's okay. But I have to put it out there because I'm looking for people that are looking for me. Why are they looking for me? They're looking for me because I believe two things. I got two opportunities here. I got the opportunity that I believe, we believe, is the best candle on the market. And the second opportunity, so if you're a candle lover, well, you want the best. Hopefully we have your fragrance. That's why we have so many. The second is I have the opportunity to change your life. Yeah, change your life. Change my life. Charlie changed my life that day. I talk about it. He was the guy. If he didn't come to me that day, I don't know where I'd be. And if somebody didn't come to him, and that's part of his story, and it's pretty exciting, more exciting than mine, that we wouldn't be here today. So it's because of him hearing a story and believing he could achieve that and coming to me and offering me that opportunity. I didn't know it back then, but he was offering me the opportunity of a lifetime. Whether I chose to get involved or not was up to me. Luckily, I chose to be involved and went through a lot of hard times and fighting with my wife over a business and can you really do this? And it's not working. But we forged ahead. And we built it because we believed. We believed in the product at the time, and we believed in the opportunity, and we believed in the company. And so those are some of the factors that come into play. So if you believe all that, then it's simple to just go talk to people. Because remember, you have the best product that we believe, or you probably wouldn't be here. And the opportunity, if you're nervous about sharing that opportunity, don't be. You're not trying to sell anybody or talk them into getting involved. You talk people into getting involved with you, they're going to leave because then you're a salesman. But share the vision. I say vendors of opportunity, and your lifestyle is your pathway to all your success. Everywhere I go, I just went to Vegas to visit a friend who got sick. I flew out on my birthday, and I had about 100 samples with me, and I passed out about 75 because I was like OJ running through the airport, last-minute flight, and I just about made it. My bags never got here. So I couldn't pass any out in the airport, but I did on the plane and at the hotel where I stayed, and all the nurses in the hospital. Did anything come of that? It's 2 weeks later. I don't know, and I don't care. My job was to make sure to put it out there because 6 months from now, somebody might call me and go, you know, I still have this sample. Tell me more. Or where can I buy some? Tell me more. So you never know. Your job is to tell the world yesterday who you are and what you have. Hi, my name's Bob. I'm in the candle business, and we're always looking for people that want to make extra money. So that's my story, kind of like where I come from and where we're going. And the values have not changed. They've been passed on to Michael. It's like Charlie said to Michael the other day, this is your baby now. And he loves what he does, and he's learning every day more about this part of it, to expressing himself with each and every one of you, which I love to do. So my story is told now, so you know I have a fear of stage presence and speaking on stage. So at convention, I'll be in the back of the room, but I'll make sure I get with each and every one of you because I love to hear your stories and why you're here and what can we do to make this better. We always listen. We have a group of leaders that we meet once a month, and that group will grow. And sometimes we get on the phone for 45 minutes and nothing gets done. We just talk and share ideas and we try and make things happen. Not everything happens that's asked for. Some things are impossible. Some things just are not cost effective. Remember, a healthy company means we'll be here for a long time. And Charlie and I strive to keep our company healthy. Every day we're looking how to save a little bit or make things better for the distributors without jeopardizing the quality of the product as products that we look to bring on that are made for us from other people, not that's manufactured here. So lots of good stuff going on. We're excited about this. The goal is that we double our company, meaning not by volume by the people that are here. It's by leveraging through, we know there's millions of people out there that are looking for an opportunity, and they don't want to just be a number in a company. They want to be attached to somebody. They want to be felt like it's a home. And that's what we try and do our best at here at the home office, because when we were distributors, we knew how we wanted to be treated because we worked hard to build our business and we wanted to be treated that well from the home office. So we understand that big time, really big time. And so with that, I guess I'll say, have a great rest of your weekend. It's Sunday. I'm going home. We're going to cook today. Michael will be over. Mia will see for Easter. She'll be in. And I just wanted to share some of that story with you, okay? Because I really have never, I've talked about it a few times. So when you're feeling like it's not working, I always say, pick yourself up, dust your pants off, and just go out and do some more of it. Drive the car. Some people leave here in that car with the keys, filled with gas, and they only get to Cleveland or they get to Chicago, and then they get stalled out. And I don't know why. I can't figure that out. All we can do is support, never babysit. That doesn't pay a lot of money to babysit. I always look for motivated people. I said I'm looking for people that are looking for me. Why? Two opportunities. The opportunity to change your life and the opportunity, if you're a candle lover, to burn the cleanest burning candle in the world that we believe. So thanks again, guys. Enjoy your day. Thanks for spending some time with me. And we'll see you real soon. God, we're going to see some people in Jamaica. Hopefully next year, wherever we go, there's more people. And if you have any chance to come to Fling, I can promise you this. If you come to Fling, it will change your life. Whether it's to make more fundraising or to sell more candles or to change your whole life. It happens at Flings because you're going to be surrounded around a lot of people that have all different goals, and you're going to get to meet them, and the energy won't be hype. The energy will be high in that building. That building will be off the ground, I promise you, at least a foot. And it won't be hype. It'll be excitement about the future, their future, each and everyone's future. Everybody has a different goal. But when it all comes together, it's all about a team and a company and what we stand for. Proudly made in the USA and giving back to communities through fundraising and cause candles. I'm excited about that. I sleep well at night thinking that we're giving back. Have a great one.